HEAT is Hospitality, Employment and Training.
HEAT's a re-engagement program for young people between 15 and 19.
Well, it's for young kids to learn new skills and sort of coming out of your shell for shy kids, and it's really good for opportunities for life and stuff.
And it's designed to take kids that have disengaged from mainstream school and get them back into certificate training, primarily around hospitality.
We get certificates out of it that are going to help us better our lives kind of thing and help us to go that one step further.
So HEAT was set up to train a lot of the young people here that had fallen out of the mainstream, kids that for whatever reason had stopped going to school.
And so it's about kids that aren't so much in the judicial system yet, but have that propensity to fall into the judicial system because they're not engaged in mainstream schooling.
Drug and alcohol use, mental health issues, family problems. A lot of the kids we work with have been brought up in state care and they've just lacked the ability to get out of bed and come stay in the mainstream.
They're out of education, out of employment and looking for a direction in their life.
So they come down to the campus here and the program leaders take them through a Certificate 2 in hospitality.
That's HEAT as we present it in presentations, but what it really is providing a safe, stable environment for the kids to feel safe and stable so they can get some normality into their lives.
When you first come down here, obviously the kids come from primarily disadvantaged background, and so they're very standoffish, they're very wary of police. Even if they haven't had one-on-one contact with police, they've certainly been in an environment where maybe their parents or brothers or sisters or whatever have had some sort of negative contact with police. So they're very standoffish, lack confidence, won't approach you at all, won't talk to you at all.
It's really nerve-wracking, at first you're like, oh man, because I was trying to get a job for ages, putting my resume into places, and it was really nerve-wracking because I didn't have much skills, But now I've got skills and I've got better people skills and I'm more confident about myself and what I can do. So yeah, it's quite easy to go and talk to people now than it was when I first started.
You come down during the course and they start to feel a bit of confidence about coming up to you and talking to you about issues.
They go from angry, reactionary teenagers, go from there to thoughtful team members. They develop a work ethic, they develop a concept that if they look after the other team members will look after them.
And our group of the people who showed up all the time, it was just really tight.
It was kind of like a family, basically family outside your own family, and you just got along with everyone. And it's really good.
To be successful in hospitality and to be successful in life, you've got to have the right attitude, and a lot of the young people start without that attitude or without the belief in themselves. And after the 14 weeks, I see the young people graduating and walking out with confidence and a belief that they are capable and they are valuable members of the community.
Well, for me, as such, I was a young person who didn't have any work or any job or any skills, so I came here sort of looking for something, anything, and they gave it to me. They understand that maybe you can't do everything, but you can do some things, smaller things.
Originally I just wanted to be a bartender, but then I really got into the whole cooking thing, and on our first function, the mocktail day, I tried to carry 2 cups and they smashed, but then by the end of the day I was able to carry 4 cups on a tray, and it's pretty cool.
We've had girls complete the course. Now she's a dive manager in a resort in Queensland, and she started the course as a very aggressive teenager that was don't want to do that, don't want to do that. And then the whole time she was doing her dive resort management over 2 years, every time she'd see me with a group, she'd come over and go, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I did HEAT, and I did this, and I did that, and I'm doing this now. And you could just see the kids go, wow, she did that.
HEAT has helped me, feel more confident about myself. These qualifications will help me get a job so I can actually get to where I want to go. Next year I'm going to TAFE and doing community services, so yeah, it'll be pretty good.
Another boy, his mum rang us 2 weeks after the program started and said, what have you done to my son? And we sort of, what do you mean? She said, well, for 2 years, he's never got out of bed before 12. He now gets out of bed before 10 in the morning. He's going to school 5 days a week. and he's being helpful at home.
After this, like, I've learned better people skills. I've learned how to, how to meet and greet others and like seat them in their assigned seats and stuff, and I can prepare the food while I'm making drinks and doing a waitering thing at the same time. So multitasking.
Yeah, it just opens so many opportunities. Like, you do a week or two of work experience while you're there, and with that you go to a workplace and do some work, and I was lucky enough to be offered an apprenticeship with it.
I'm getting an apprenticeship.
You get a lot of different skills, and yeah, just so many opportunities, so many.
The Heat brand is becoming very well known within mainstream society and certainly within the youth network, and so from a purely sponsorship point of view, there's a lot of positives to come out of corporates getting involved and getting their name out into the community, I guess, in a positive light.
By providing Heat with financial support, young people can do the program for free and also be offered support in the barriers that are keeping them from education and training. So funding for a young person is really important because they may not have access to a program like this without it.
And even just simple things, if it's not going to be a sponsorship or a donation, coming down to the campus here at Port Melbourne and maybe even considering having boardroom meetings or sort of team meetings down here and allowing the kids to be the waiters and the cooks for the day and providing the catering, that also helps us out as well.
I think to become a real part of the community and really be supporting young lives, working with young people is very hopeful and very encouraging, and I think it's very important that these young people are given a chance that they may not have otherwise had.
Once you finish, you've got so much to offer, so much more knowledge and so many more skills. You make so many friends in that kitchen while you're doing all that work, and you're always having a laugh, you're always getting told off or whatever, but it's all in good nature, it's also you learn. And I don't know, I don't think anyone who comes away from this course doesn't go somewhere with it. Like, whether it's continuing hospitality or going to another area, they still get something out of it in the end.
There could be someone in the program that could be the next Lindsay Fox, the next Luke Mangan. Luke Mangan, famous chef, 5 restaurants worldwide. He got expelled in year 10. And from there he got into a good kitchen with a chef that was very tough but fair, and he's now built an empire. Corporate Australia needs to see that they can recruit not just from better known schools, but there's rough diamonds everywhere.